Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, as you can probably tell, I'm back on a cruise ship. I'm back on the beautiful Sun Princess. But I did promise you that the minute I heard any results from my last CT scan to compare with my previous CT scan 3 months ago, I would let you know. So many people have been asking me, so many people have met me and just said, how's your health? Have you got your results back yet? So I promised I would say it. And so when I got on the ship today, I checked my email, and lo and behold, I got my 2 CT scan results back this morning. So I'm just checking my email here. No, I don't need growth hormone pills. No, I'm not trying to lose weight. There's some Nairobi prince that needs money because some reason. No, has this ever happened to you? You just get so much spam email that it's hard to find the emails that are important to you. They just inundate it, and that's because every time you search the web, your information is being collected by data brokers, and data brokers then sell that information to companies and people looking to sell you stuff, and that's why you're getting all these emails. But worse than that, they can also sell your information to the dark web. And in this case, they could be stealing your credit card numbers, they could be stealing your mailing address, your habits, etc. Things you don't want them to know. Your social insurance number, everything can be collected by a data broker. And well, you would love to be able to get off these lists, right? Just for security reasons of your information. Trouble is, I don't know how to get off those lists. You know how to get off those lists? No, but you know who does? Incogni. Incogni knows how to get you off the list. In fact, they will do all that work for you when you sign up. They will contact these data brokers and make them take you off their mailing lists. And by law, they have to do it once they're asked to do it. I saw a dramatic drop in my spam email the minute I signed up. And the great thing about this is, just recently, over 3 billion people had all their personal information stolen from the dark web. And if you're on Incogni, you're not on those mailing lists and you're not caught up in that scam and that security breach. It is a very scary situation out there in the web, and the more protection you have, the better off you are. Not to mention the convenience of not so much spam in your email. So again, Incogni will fight that fight for you. Even if they don't take it off the list, they'll keep fighting them for you because that's what they do. And I really am glad I signed up with Incogni. Now, if you'd like to give Incogni a try and cut down the risk of your information being stolen by the dark web, well, why not follow my link down below, and you can get an exclusive offer up to 60% off an annual subscription by using my code FAMILY. I did, and I'm sure you'll be glad as well. So a quick recap. The last time I went in for my CT scan, I was surprised to learn that some new nodules had shown up on my lungs. And we were told at that time that we're going to have to monitor them and see if they grow. They don't know if it's cancer. They're too small to check if it's cancer. They can't do a biopsy. It's too small in the lungs. So we have to wait and monitor the situation. Great. I thought I was all clear after my adrenal gland operation. Remember that as a recap, I've had 2 colon surgeries. I've had 2 liver surgeries, 3 lung surgeries, and an adrenal gland surgery, all for cancer. Not to mention a 1.5 years of chemotherapy, 3 weeks of radiation. So I've had a lot of stuff done. And if you ever looked at me with my they're pretty faded now, not so bad, but for a while there I looked like, surgeons were playing tic-tac-toe with my body and I lost. So yeah, I was kind of surprised the last time that this happened again, but oh, here we go. I did get the results back. So there has been a slight increase in the size of my upper right nodule in the lobe, concerning for metastasis. So it's spreading kind of thing. These are too small to go in for an image-guided biopsy. Otherwise, there's no significant changes prior. So there's nothing in other areas that have been showing up. It even indicates on here that the increase in the size of the upper right left nodule is the largest one is 6 millimeters where last time it was 4 millimeters. So it's gone up 50% since last time. It's still small, too small to do a biopsy on even. But it's also concerning that there's other nodules there. It says that this is the largest of them all. And it doesn't really mention if the other ones have grown as well, or if it's just this one. That's a question I'm going to have to ask as well. But they do say other things like the faint ground glass, which is a sign of cancer as well. Opices at the left lung base, they are stable. They haven't been growing. So that's good. It seems to be only on the right upper lung. And then they say the rest of it is scattered nodes in the chest without any adrenal therapy. Unremarkable in this area. Mild coronary artery calcification. I'm 62. Things are going to happen to my arteries. And degenerative changes to the spine. You get older, your spine's going to start to turn, right? It's just the things that happen with your body as you get older. So those things don't concern me at all, but the nodes and the nodules obviously do. And there's the rub of it, right? Because if they can't do a biopsy on it, they're not even sure if it's cancerous, but they're pretty sure it's cancerous because of my history and the fact that they're growing. Secondly, is if it's not on the outside, it's more deep in the lungs, does that mean they can't go in and cut that section out? Do a wedge and cut that area out in the lungs. Are my lungs too beat up now already with the previous 3 surgeries in order to be able to do that anyway? Are these nodules spread around so much now in the area that even a radiation shot won't get them all because there's more and more areas, not just in one, because there's more than the one nodule? And will chemo really do anything again this time? Because the last time I had chemo was a pretty strong chemo. I lost all my hair, etc. Don't want to go through that again, but I will if I have to. So you can see the position that they're in. Ideally, for me, the ideal thing would be able to just go in and do a wedge and get that part of the lung gone. Just remove it. Here we go again. Strengthen my lungs again with my walking. End of story. But like I said, if it's too deep, they can't do a wedge. They can't do a section. And that's where we can run into the problems. Now, they can remove a lung, which I don't really want either, because that would probably affect all my getting around and stuff like that. And I just got to a point in my life where I'm back to being able to get around pretty quickly and smoothly and not panting and puffing. Today I was on the deck 7 and I walked up the stairs to deck 15 and I wasn't heavy breathing for the first time. Like, I was breathing heavy, but I didn't have to stop along the way. I didn't have to almost die along the way. So I was like feeling really good about that. And then I got to my room and I opened up this email and saw this. And I'm just hoping to myself that I don't have to have a whole lung removed or worse. And I'm able to maybe do a section. But I'll find out. I have an appointment the first week I'm back, next week. So I'm on a cruise this week, the week after. I'll see my doctor and I'll let you guys know the minute I know, I promise. So we can, so you'll know what's going to be happening with me in the future and any possible changes that might be coming up to my itineraries because of all this stuff. Because I have so much stuff booked. So much stuff. I was listening it off to some people today and I was going, oh my God, am I even going to be home this year? So there you go. That's my medical update. I hope you appreciate me keeping you guys up to date. And if you're here for cruise news and everything and it's this, I'm sorry, but I get asked so many times that I thought I'd better let people know. I like to let people know how things are going, because a lot of people are going through this same kind of situation, and my ups and downs and my positivity, I hope, and my surviving all those other cancers and treatments and everything can lift people's spirits that are going through it. And that's one of the main reasons I share it with everybody out there. If I can give just somebody a fighting hope to keep going and keep fighting, that's what I'm here for. And I hope I do that. Well, I hope you do appreciate it. And if you did, hey, why not maybe hit that like button. And in the meantime, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. Live every moment as if it was your last.